What's up guys, NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. Apologies for no video yesterday, maybe 2 days in a row. I've been having some in real life technical difficulties. I'll explain all, I'm sure, in a future video or on a live stream. But yesterday's video was supposed to be a Road to Glory. I did record it, I can't upload it. I can't even say why I can't upload it, but I can't upload it. And today we've got Draft to Glory. So welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in to another Draft to Glory. In the last episode, we ended up making about 5,000 coins. Of course, we built a La Liga team, which was very nice. And look at that straight away. It gives me a 4-3-2-1. That would be absolutely brilliant as a formation to take for myself. What do we get for captains? Ooh, interesting captains. Before we get into the captains and who we pick, guys, if we could drop a thumbs up on this episode, it would be absolutely incredible. Let's try and get this over 10,000 likes. You absolutely nailed it on the last two episodes, hitting over 10k likes. So let's see if we can do that again. So I'm tempted to go with the 95 Ronaldo. Why would you not? You know, I could have gone with a Neymar. Hopefully we get a blue Neymar in the meantime. We get the new transferred Bove, or Bove, or Buve. However you want to pronounce his name. People have been telling me that he's really good to use. 4-star skill moves, blistering pace, so we will take him as our striker. I don't mind that at all. And then on the right-hand side, ooh, Fagulio Vela. Both of these have been very well used in my Road to Glory. Because of the 4-star skills and the left foot, we're going to go with Carlos Vela. Now, I'm hoping for an Iniesta or Modric blue card throughout these picks here. We're going to start off with Parejo, and again, it's just one of those situations where it kind of picks itself for a team. We do get a Modric, but do I want to use that Modric, or do I want to hope for the blue Modric? We're going to go with the regular Modric. I'm not really too fussed, like, massively. Obviously, I would have loved the blue Modric, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world having just the regular gold Modric. So, Mario Gaspar in the right back slot. This could well be one of the quickest ever drafts we've done. Like, we're kind of just, we're like being given just one option. Ooh, hello, Thiago Silva. We do get a BBVA defender in Musacchio, which I'm probably going to have to take. I would be interested to take Thiago Silva if we get, say, Rafinha at centre mid and Marcelo at left back, and then Diego Alves in net. We could potentially fit him in there on 7 chem, but I'm going to go with what my brain says and take the centre back that fits the team. And then in at the left back slots, I'm going to take the informed Gaia. I believe he's the best left back. There was 3 left backs that we could have taken from there as well. And we're going to have to go for Kameni, unfortunately, for the goalkeeper. I'm not a huge fan of Kameni or how he works, but what are you going to do? So into the reserves we go. I kind of want to leave Neymar out again, just in case we get the blue version. As much as I love Neymar in this game, I think he's one of the best players in the game. I'm gonna go with Muller as one of the reserves. He'll be a really good super sub. He's got great finishing, and coming on as a substitute, I think he'll be very, very good. And in that same vein, I'm going to take Marco Reus as a super sub there. We've already got a full chem team anyway, so just upgrade is pretty much all we can do at this point. Is Nzonzi? Nzonzi probably is better than one of the midfielders we've got there, so we could take Nzonzi instead of that dude in there. Very happy with the change, and if we could get a few blue players, EA, that would be spectacular, but it's not really working out for us. I'm going to go with the highest rated guy. We'll go with Denisov. Take the highest rated guy just to try and bolster any team rating that we can get for. Could go with Trem. Again, one of the guys that I've got in my Road to Glory. Could go with Di Maria, super subbage. Why would you not? So hopefully we get a really good goalkeeper pop up in here. We get Steve, we get that Petr Cech, we get Leno. Do we have a German? We have a Spanish and an Italian. None of them fit. I'm gonna take Mandanda and hope that we get a Varane or a Mathieu or something for our troubles right here. So we'll take Kurt Zouma as one of the backup centre backs. We get doesn't really help us, does it? That we're gonna go with we'll go again with the highest rated with Rodriguez just to bolster the team rating. And if we could get a blue card, EA, that would be sick. Due to the fact that he was so good for us in that previous draft, we'll take Guarin there as well. And we'll go with the Bruno card. The Bruno card fits into the team way, way better. He's a much better card than Nzonzi there. A few more positions to fill in. We get Faguli again. We get Konoplyanka. I'll take Konoplyanka. Big fan of him and how he plays in the team. And then last but not least, we get our silver player. and it doesn't really make a single shred of difference who we take. So let's rearrange the bench. Didn't improve the first team other than one player. Who did we improve? Just Bruno. That's the only player that we put in the team that's better than the starting 11 that we actually picked. So I'm pretty happy with that. The team rating in itself is actually pretty low. It's only a 184. And when we add the manager, I don't actually think we need to add the manager. Who do we have? Ronaldo and Carlos Vela, just because they're out of position. So Mexican or Portuguese. We'll go with the Portuguese. Ronaldo goes on to 10 chem. So 184 is the final result of the team. I'm actually very happy with the team. It doesn't look like a great team, but these are usually the teams that play really well. Having Modric in that midfield is absolutely clutch. The 4-star is going to be huge for us. Bruno and Parejo will be fantastic. Vela, Bo, and Ronaldo up front, brilliant. Elizondo, I've used him a couple of times in drafts before, and the first time I got him, I sniffed my nose up at him, but he was actually brilliant. And in the comment section of that video, somebody told me that they actually use him in their Division 1 team because they find him to be brilliant. So I'm happy that we've got Elizondo there, or Elizondo, my apologies. Really, really good player to have in a team. The only really downside to the whole team is this Inform Khomeini. He's a shocking goalkeeper, and he's probably going to cost me a few goals. So I might bring on Super Sub Steve as a replacement relatively early on, depending on how the games go. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the intro. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first team we come up against has got a 4-2-2-2 team. A very nice team. I was actually looking at it thinking, I think he could probably get better chemistry if he swapped Valbuena and Di Maria around, and then if he swapped Lacazette and Ibra around, or even if he kept them the same. But nonetheless, he started off with an absolutely fantastic finish. Mathieu Valbuena with a banger. I knew Khomeini was going to be a problem for me. I didn't realise how much. That being said, after just 8 minutes and being 2-0 down, this was going to be an uphill battle without question. And this guy just kept putting me to the sword. And I haven't been like beaten in FIFA for a long time. You know, most of the games that I lose are due to either me making mistakes or me just being stupid, or my lack of concentration. So, you know, don't get me wrong, there are times where I lose because I'm not the better player. But this is the first game in a long time, where I haven't just been beaten because I'm the worst player or because I've made mistakes. I got absolutely spanked. Like, this guy was on another level of good. He was just... There are just games where you just come up against an opponent where you have to just hold your hands up and be like, hey dude, you're just incredible at this game. And that was this guy. He intercepted my play incredibly well. He read my attacks like I've never seen before. He was creative up front. He was quick with passing. He understood how the game mechanics worked. And it really paid off for him because he as you can see, at 5-0 at 75 minutes, I got into the box with Ronaldo. Did eventually get one back. Thought, hey boys, comeback's on. Comeback wasn't on. He very quickly made it 6-1 down the other end. He kept using that triple tap pace there to just advance past me with like Di Maria and Lacazette. He got into my box several times, and he was just clinical, absolutely clinical. Saying that, he wasn't really clinical because he had 22 shots and 19 on target and only scored 6 goals. But he was just unbelievable. And I looked at the goalkeepers as well, and like Khomeini made, I think, 9 saves. Mandanda made 6 saves. And he still scored 6 goals as well. So you can tell just by the tone of the game. If you look at the match stats right there, it wasn't even a close game. It just wasn't even a close game. And it's weird to be beaten like that because of how much effort and time I put into playing this game. But it's also interesting to be beaten like that because it shows how far I've got to go before I'm at a high level at this game, you know. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the gameplay. We took an absolute pounding after 2 wins out of 3 and 3 finals out of 3. We took a pounding in round number 1. Not the best thing that I wanted to do, but that is how it is. And yeah, 6-1 loss in the first round. Let's get into the packs. So guys, there we have it. We got an absolute tanking in round number 1. Now, I don't want to make any excuses for anything because my opponent was clearly very good. I haven't taken a pounding like that in FIFA I honestly can't remember the last time I got dominated quite so heavily. So credit to my opponent. From my perspective, however, you know, I always like to rationalize my defeats because that's just the kind of human being that I am. And you know, it's been a really tough day for me. This has been one of the worst days I've had for a long time. And as I said at the start of the episode, I can't really talk about it right now. When I can talk about it, I will happily, you know, I'm very open with you guys. I've always been honest with the goods and the bads of both me and my life. And I'm sure there will become a time where I'm legally allowed to talk about what's happened to me today. And at the point in which I can do, I will do. So it's been a really just tough, shitty day for me today. And I thought, what better way to end it than record a Draft to Glory, have some fun on FIFA. No fun on FIFA for me today. We got an absolute pound. Like I said, there's no excuses to be made. Even if I was on par on point, I'm sure my opponent still would have won the game because he absolutely destroyed me from start to finish. I think he had 22 shots and 19 on target, and only about 4 of them from outside the box. It was 6-1, it could have been 10-1, it could have been 15-1. You know, he really did put me to the sword, and credit to him for doing so. You know, he did, like, interestingly, something that was quite nice for a change. He didn't act like a dickhead throughout the game at all. We skipped the replays. You know, he just scored his goals and carried on. He didn't, like, foul me purposefully. He didn't, like, you know, do stupid celebrations. It's refreshing to play someone that absolutely batters you and is humble about it, because it doesn't happen often in FIFA. So there is that. So we're going to go and claim our prize, guys. I can't imagine we're going to make any profit off of today's episode. If we do, hell yeah, I'll be happy with that. We get 2 gold packs and an ultimate lone player reward pack. Hopefully we get something decent in a lone pack. We've got quite an army of lone players in the club at this current moment in time. We get ourselves a Jerome Boateng, so that's not a bad loanee to pick up. We also get a couple of contracts that will sell for 200 each. We'll send those to the trade pile. The Odromo will get discarded there for 34 coins, leaving us with 2 gold packs. Not too disappointed with that, actually. 2 gold packs. The amount of consumables we'll get here will make a decent amount. Please. Oh my god, it is Hazard. It is Hazard. It's not the Hazard. Imagine if in a 5k pack we got fucking Eden Hazard. Benelouan might sell just because he's a Leicester player. The contracts, the fitness cards, the Guardian chemistry style will send to the trade pile. I think we're going to discard the rest of those bad boys for 822 coins. And then last but not least, like, you know, we got a rare gold player. That's something, man. Like, you don't often get those in the 5k packs. And next up, we get ourselves another left mid. This time, Gomez, a 78 rated guy. And our best card in this pack is a contract. Maybe even the knee fitness card might be the best one. So the rest of these guys don't sell for anything. We'll discard them for a grand total of 905 coins. I'd like to say we probably lost about 5,000 to 6,000 coins here in today's episode after going out in the first round. I'm not too displeased with that. It could have been worse. But guys, this is going to be the end of the episode. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.